Welcome to Corner and Calvin. Today, Calvin's going scouting. We're going to get dodgy about donuts. And Calvin's going to say, not nabisc, yes, but nabisc, no. And something I don't know. Take it away, Cal.
So,
or don't.
We're still doing. No, I had to get a sip in. I had to.
You can never tell I was not looking at your camera and looking directly at my camera more than that moment.
Why would I know that you don't have any cameras but yourself?
It's just
your camera on your screen. That's it.
It's the FAP corner. It's just a bunch of. It's like a fun house of mirrors where I get to look at myself in different angles.
The FAP corner.
So
sounds like a PBS.
I was looking at. I was getting a little peckish today. And I remembered that I needed to discuss something very important to me. Everyone likes snacks, right?
I mean, yeah.
Everyone likes a good snack. You're working hard. I work hard. I do grocery freight. We're picking up boxes. We're putting them down. We're picking them up, putting them down, putting them on the shelf sometimes, depending on how I'm feeling. But one of my go-to snacks combines more charcuterie board antics. Because we had our charcuterie board last week where we had a little bit of cheese, a little bit of meat, you know? This one...
I don't think you're saying that word right, but yeah.
So this one is my own little take on, like, portable charcuterie boardery. So what you do is you go to your aisle and get yourself a thing of bologna.
You brought props.
So you start with the bologna. You start with the bologna. Here, I gotta... And then get yourself some Cheetos minis. You can't get Cheetos.
You literally thought that was Raid. Like the...
And then you're gonna poison yourself.
Bologna and Raid and Sprite.
It's the same chemicals, okay?
Board you ever eat.
No, it'd be the best. So anyways, you get your
oh my God.
Cheetos minis. You take...
Can you hold one of the Cheetos? I've never seen these.
Oh yeah. So
it's a little pop.
it comes in a Dorito. I'm not a Dorito. It comes in a Pringles case.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then got a little ball about.
They're balls.
Oh, it's like a ball?
Mm-hmm.
It's little cheese balls.
This is a cheese ball.
Okay. Aren't there cheese balls outside?
Yeah, but they're bigger.
There's literally a brand of cheese balls called cheese balls, okay?
Yeah.
Like,
and now they taste weird.
Routinely.
Now they taste weird because I ate too many things of them. So
well,
you take...
To be fair, the jar is like 3 feet tall. It's a tub.
No, it's the size of your torso.
It is. And he's eaten probably 20 of those.
Yeah.
Since we've been living together.
Because I was like, oh, I can do this. I'm an adult. No one can stop me. And then I got sick of them.
That's true.
So,
as true as that is, it was still a mistake.
I'm working hard, and I got to make sure that I'm getting my protein and my carbs in.
Cheetos minis, of course.
Yeah, my protein is the bologna and my carbs.
Well, yeah, you got to get the protein and the preservatives.
So what you should do is
the most important food category.
You take your piece of bologna and you tacoify it a little bit, and then you take your cheese puffs. Damn it, this is a lot harder. You take your cheese puffs and you just sprinkle in a couple. You got yourself a little taco right there, and then, like a blunt, you fold it over.
So we didn't lick it though.
No.
Well, my question is, how many people are asking you to put your balls in their taco? Okay. I feel like I love how long this is taking.
That Austin is what we call très magnifique.
I don't know. Are you done yelling at the door now?
What are you pairing with it? Let's talk about the drink here.
Well, it's a fine Pinot Grigio, okay?
Literally, my job is to like keep it going here, but that whatever weird taco thing that you made shut me down emotionally and mentally.
It's usually the last like quarter inch of your nos.
Oh, that's perfect.
Usually it's just
you gotta stuff the cheese balls with nos.
Yeah, you have to like make sure that it actually gets down your gullet, so you use something acidic like nos.
That way it breaks down.
By the way, like the bottom that is like it's like just bin juice. Like at that point, you know what I mean?
What my secretions?
It's so gross at the bottom. Everybody knows that last little bit of like an energy drink in general, but Nas specifically is fucking terrible. I don't drink them anymore, but I remember from back then the fucking awful shit, man. Like,
you are weak and you will not survive the winter. Actually, wait. Hold on. No, it's spring already.
Is that all you had in your charcuterie banter here? Because I have a plus that I need to add on.
Yeah, that was just another of the beverages that I shouldn't eat.
Here's my plus. Is that usually Corey comes to us from a different angle on the screen, and this angle that he is giving us right now is I paid $30 to watch a video live of you doing feet stuff.
Yeah.
That's the video. That's like, and this is the other video.
Yeah.
That. Right?
Show me them feet. I want to see them grippers. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Is this gonna be? Is this?
What, do we gotta? Is it? Are we here now?
So much worse. That's so much worse.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. No. And where he's gonna whip his dick out, and it's just the top of the penis, so you see stroking occurring and a penis, but it's just weirder. It's literally like with Omegle back in the day, where people would be like, they'd be like, "Show Bob," and you're like,
Show Bob.
I'm not going to show Bob. And then they just whip out their penis and just kind of like start jerking it. Or my favorite was they'd have the laptop at like chest level, and then they just push it down a little bit to cock level, and you're like, you're not even looking at the screen anymore. You just want to.
I feel like this is why I usually wear black. Okay. We get weird shadows everywhere.
Weird shadow come shine down on me.
I now have the unenviable job of transitioning us from this topic to Calvin. You have an opinion about the Boy and Girl Scouts? God, that was such a hard transition to do.
Well, I mean, it really depends on the porn you're watching, Austin. It all flows eventually. So
we didn't need a bow after the transition. You're like. So if this is the transition, right, from one topic to another, okay, right here. This is topic 1. This is topic 2. Okay,
I jumped.
This is all bumpy. This is a bumpy road.
Yeah, like
and we get over here, and you're like. Just brought it right back.
Oh, because it's me. The bump is me.
Over that road.
The bump is me finding the G spot.
Oh, is that because it didn't have?
No, actually, no. I was saying because I know how to find it.
It's the alternate title for this podcast, which is the pothole.
You said that. Like you had you were like the smarmy like fourth grader who got like the fourth grader who like young Sheldon status. Like you're like, wow. I can find the G spot.
I can.
Me, young Sheldon. Like that's the energy you gave me with that.
So speaking of the G spot, Girl Scouts.
Okay.
And here's
impact.
No.
Not.
So terrible transition. What if I made it worse?
What if we tried harder?
So much worse.
I made it Très Magnifique, the three-peat. So
if you Kaiser eviscerate that.
If it is Très Magnif in the same way that your bologna taco is Très Magnif, then I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you.
Yeah, it is. It's something classy that people don't quite understand yet. Like how Picasso was really misunderstood during his time? I feel like it's the same conversation. So my issue with
actually, Picasso was genuinely popular.
No, he wasn't. No, because he was only he was
one of the more popular.
No, then he died and everything got all popular.
No, you're thinking of
Van Gogh. You're thinking of
a couple of different people. Yeah.
Well, Van Gogh was just depressed. Sure. Van Gogh didn't get the pussy and cut his ear off. So
listen, Picasso was very successful.
So my issue
were they maybe more successful after? Sure.
My issue with Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. All right. Everyone normally has the problem of what if a girl wants to join the Boy Scouts and vice versa? That's not my issue. When you think of Girl Scout, what do you think?
The cookies.
Bang. When you think of Boy Scout, what do you think?
Aaron Yeager?
Pedophilia. You're correct.
I was going to say not, actually.
I want to sell cookies. Not popcorn while Grandpa is I'm talking. I want to sell cookies, not popcorn while Grandpa's diddling me. I just don't. I don't want that to occur. The popcorn wasn't that good. It wasn't that bad. But when you think Girl Scout, you think cookies. When you think Boy Scout, it's pedophilia. You don't even think of the popcorn. People don't know Boy Scouts sell popcorn unless they've had a Boy Scout in their life. And even there, you don't see a bunch of Boy Scouts waiting in front of fucking the grocery stores and shit.
Is your overarching point here that the Boy Scouts should also sell cookies?
I think they should get a better food.
Boy Scouts should sell pedophilia.
I think they should get a better food.
Get a better food. Okay, listen. I am
bologna and cheese balls.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's a little wrap thing.
I will argue against that. No, I'm not going to sit here and argue against the idea that Boy Scouts should serve something better than fucking popcorn.
It's really bad.
You would have to be a psychopath to defend the popcorn, right? Yeah. You also have to have bad business acumen. to defend the popcorn.
Well, there's nothing like a fat. No, there's nothing like a fat little chubby kid walking up to you and be like, "Sir, do you want to buy a triple popcorn tube?" No.
Shit, that was me.
It screams like they needed something to combat the Girl Scout cookies, but they were workshopping it, and it had to be like, well, what's a manly food? But it has to keep wet.
How is popcorn a manly food?
Work, you know what I mean? Like,
well, it's not even like you're getting bags of like. It's not even like you're buying like sleeves. You're buying entire fucking Christmas tubs,
right? Yeah,
and there's not a smaller amount. I don't think.
Do you feel like they could have gone with like beef jerky, or like
beef jerky is pretty manly.
I mean, they could have gone with hardtack for fuck's sake. Like, you
know what? The other thing it screams that someone high up in Boy Scouts had a lot of like money invested in popcorn.
Yeah,
Orville Redenbacher. I'm telling you.
So
was Orville Redenbacher
wanted like a really good lifetime deal for his company?
Was he molesting the children?
He might have been. I don't know. I feel like we shouldn't malign Orville Redenbacher. Yeah. He makes good popcorn, man.
I feel like we shouldn't.
Like you can't just like, if you're going to speak publicly, just accuse random people of pedophilia.
Oh my God.
Orville.
Well, that's just
I'm
the
coming
internet
for him.
in general right now.
Apparently, you're only allowed to do that if you're Elon Musk.
He's got a pretty good success rate.
So, yeah.
Look at this boy.
I guess my point is that you're not wrong that they should change it from popcorn, but I just don't see what this has to do with the Girl Scouts versus Boy Scouts. Is it just the Boy Scouts? Is this one of those like Andrew Tate, like men are being like discriminated against moment because Boy Scouts have to sell popcorn?
No, I just think it's a subpar. I think it's a subpar product. Having sold it and having purveyed both products. When you think Girl Scout, you think cookies. They named the weed after it. They got all the little girls, promoting capitalism in front of the store with a gun to your face, telling you to buy a third fucking box.
I worked at a pot shop and we had Girl Scout set up in front of the pot shop and sell Girl Scout cookies.
Which is just great
That's
business.
a genius plan.
That's good business acumen, which is the point of the Girl Scouts.
But here's the thing.
It's supposed to teach good
Once again,
acumen.
if you got the Boy Scouts in front of it, they're doing
pot.
An eighth. They're doing an eighth the amount of sales.
Yeah.
No laugh.
No. Well,
I feel like popcorn would work.
No, but an eighth.
An eighth.
No,
yeah,
I'm never buying that shitty popcorn.
I'm here for it.
All right.
I'm never doing it.
It was fun.
But I just feel like you can't just be like no popcorn without like a strong contender here. Like, what do you? You're like, what should they replace it? I don't know.
Oh, I didn't say they should replace them. I just think
you're barging into Boy Scout headquarters, right?
Yes.
Right. And you're saying, hey, get rid of the popcorn. They're like, but we need something. What are you giving them?
You're just telling them they're wrong. Boy Scouts don't need to sell things. We need to learn how to make fires and rescue women from the river Styx.
What about getting in touch with our emotional side? Are we going to teach that?
Yeah, when you get a popcorn kernel stuck in your fucking teeth and you get really angry.
No, that's the therapy that you take after you're done with Boy Scouts.
You're complaining a lot, but you're not providing a lot of solutions here.
There are no solutions. I don't think the Boy Scouts should be a thing. It didn't teach me anything. The Mormon Church uses it to propel their kids to give them the Eagle Scout status because most of the time Mormon parents are like, you can't get your license until you become an Eagle Scout. And I think that's kind of fucked up. And then it was a huge thing, at least with the Mormons I knew. And
I was going to say that was
fucking, yeah, but it was the thing where it was like, okay, these 16-year-olds are Eagle Scouts, but I'm like, so you like being a scout? They're like, I just got it so I can get my license. There was never any meaning to it. And I don't know anything about the Girl Scouts, but they do sell those fucking cookies. And if that teaches you anything, it's that.
I think it was just, I don't know if there's some overarching Boy Scout Mormon conspiracy.
Girl Scout cookies.
It's the same thing as men are powerful, and that's a big issue in the Mormon Church. So when you bring it to the Boy Scouts, it's supposed to be empowering, but they missed a couple words.
I don't know. I feel like it just sort of leans into the survivalist aspect that's involved.
Also, that helps a lot because the Mormons are waiting for D-Day.
Right.
The
many religions are.
Yeah, but in general,
most of them, I think.
The Doomsday Preppers and Mormons are like the Venn diagrams like that. And so Boy Scouts is the closest thing to doomsday prepping you can do. Because
Boy Scouts is literally doomsday prepping the club. Okay?
Yeah. So, I don't know. Outside of
Did you learn how to cut your fingers with whittling tools today?
No, I still don't know how to use compasses. But, I know. That's just...
Are you serious?
Well, no, I can't.
How long did you do Boy Scouts?
8 years.
gonna say you were in for a similar amount of time.
Yeah,
as
I was in Cub Scouts with Corey, and then he moved. And then I was in Boy Scouts, and I quit Boy Scouts because my mom's like, "You have to do something." I'm like, "I'll do wrestling." So I did wrestling instead of Boy Scouts, and then I picked acting, and it was a good decision.
And we all know how that worked out.
Yeah, but
Here we are now.
We all know.
I was literally just talking about how he managed to break your leg in like 7 places, and I have several wrestlers that work with me, and all of them went, "How the fuck did he do that? What do you mean he broke his leg in 7 places?" Like, there's reacting incorrectly, but then there's like, did he twist physics? I'm pretty sure he broke physics. Like,
it all happened so fast.
He broke physics just to break his leg.
I wish that I could have seen you run away.
Is this called a domain expansion? Is that what that is? Is this?
Yes.
I don't know if
basically.
I'm the one in charge of transition. So if we just sit here long enough, maybe Calvin will explain himself. Who knows?
Ooh.
I did explain myself.
Hey Cal, do you think that you beat your sprint time when you were running away from breaking Austin's leg?
I did hop over that big fence.
Do you know what they did put my leg in when they took me away, Cal? That's right, a donut.
An ambulance.
Donut. Oh,
did
perfect.
They put you?
There you go.
They put me in a donut.
Was that
my leg in a donut?
Was that to like elevate it so that it?
I think it was just when they were setting it for like.
It was so that he didn't bite it.
Yeah, so I didn't bite it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like
they put one of these on him. It's just.
Yeah, it's like
I gotta itch it.
I can't reach it. Dang it.
You know, like
that's
when somebody fucking gets a pencil in like the sitcom and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's good." They're like itching in the fucking thing. I remember that.
He liked it.
Yeah.
He's like you finally did something I recognize.
What sad and pain.
His tail's getting big.
Yeah. So I have hot takes on donuts. It's all food today. It's all food. I haven't really been eating this week.
So you've been thinking about.
I've been thinking about food a lot. All right. So every single donut shop. You got your selection of donuts. We were lucky enough to have Super Donut number 2 or whatever the fuck right down the street. And they would just be like, "What kind of donuts do you want?" And we want a dozen. We want a couple of these, And they just fucking load you up. You'd walk home with 18, 20 donuts. 12,
right,
baker's dozen, fuck you. Here's 16, here's 18. They just wanted to get their donuts out there. Great donuts, always fresh. But there's something that when everyone goes to a donut place, they're like, "Ooh, I'm just going to get a little snack." They get that bag of fucking donut holes. They get a bag of donut holes. They're glazed. They're all stuck together. They're either hard or just all one ball. Like they're either just rock solid little fucking pellets you could load into your fucking musket, or they're all soft and congealed and have fallen apart. They didn't have fresh donut holes at any of the places that I have been to. And it always seems like, not the day befores, but like these didn't sell for some reason in the last couple hours, and somebody bought them at noon. "You want some donut holes? I left them on the front register." And you're like, "No, I don't want donut holes. I don't want like lies." You know what I mean? Because when you bite into a donut, it's usually airy, fluffy, all that shit. Donut hole, it's just like, oh, whew. It's like smoking a fucking American Spirit orange. There's nothing there. You're inhaling as deep as you can, and nothing's coming out. That's the donut hole is the American Spirit orange of fucking donuts.
How dare you?
What a reference that like 6 people are going to understand.
Yeah, 6 people have smoked American Spirits.
The beautiful and majestic donut. Okay?
The worst form of donut.
About America, it's that America is a metaphor
Duncan.
for the donut hole, not the other way around.
Oh, okay.
We're not the donut, we're the hole.
What is not America, but actually I have no argument.
It embodies
I thought you were going to say
design.
When you push everyone together, it becomes worse.
This is a great transition. I have to go for it. When it's still stupid about donut holes in Denver, and I'll explain right now. Because first off, if you have never had have I experienced the donut holes that you've talked about? Yes, everyone's had one that's too hard or too soft, or you keep it in your car for too long, or you're in your bag or your pocket or whatever, and they get all.
Or you put it in your underwear, and all the glaze goes on your balls.
Before. But you go to a classic donut place. Early,
that would be so scaly.
Boom, 6 a.m. right when they open. Okay, and you get yourself some donut holes. those motherfuckers are gonna be so soft.
Wipe this glaze on the dick.
You don't even need glaze on a donut hole that's that soft with the dough.
Oh, so what you're saying is don't glaze me, bro?
Wow.
That was good.
About 20 years.
I was 20. I was 15 years ago, anyways.
Yeah.
It really was. Yeah, I'm very old.
But not only that, there are places that you can go where they do these deep fried donut holes. Okay.
Aren't all donut holes fried?
They do the deep fried donut. Well, yes.
2004.
Okay, but it's a different type. They do like a double fry kind of thing. I'm sure, Corey, have you seen this? You know what I'm talking about here?
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
They take them right out of that and they go into powdered sugar like right there as they're doing it. And you put it in a bag right after that. It's like a little churro. Dude, are you gonna shit on a little churro?
I mean, it depends because I've eaten far too many of them from Taco Bell, but that's beside the point.
What mini donut holes or churros?
The mini churros from wherever I don't know. I've eaten a lot of mini churros.
I feel like this speaks to the quality of place that you go.
More often than not.
Donut hole.
Well, even there, I've never liked donut holes.
I'm just sad that no donut shop around here that I have found gives a quality 3-foot-long cream-filled dick and balls covered in chocolate. Okay, where is my really good quality 3-foot-long chocolate covered dick and balls? What?
Seattle is getting a voodoo.
Oh, my heart is about to congeal because I'm gonna get a bunch of donuts.
Pine. Yeah.
Jesus.
It's open right now.
Oh, that's perfect. Cal, let's go to Voodoo. Let's go to Voodoo Donuts and get a giant 3-foot-long fucking cream-filled dick and balls donut. And I will share it.
I don't think I don't think I ever had Voodoo. That wasn't the one in Encinitas, right? What was the one in Encinitas?
No, Voodoo is a Portland.
Yeah, it's a Portland thing. What was the one in Encinitas? VG's. Okay.
There you go. VG's Donuts.
Okay, so it's on Pine.
So now that we're on the subject of donuts, and so first off, I just think that you should just not go to so many trash donut places.
I don't go to donut places anymore because most of them are trash. There's one right across the street from my house, or right across the street from my work, which is.
I don't mind Midway or whatever it's called now because it's like Mediterranean food and donuts.
They sell donuts.
Think that's a perfect combination.
I'm not big on Top.
They used to be called Midway Donuts, Cal. That was the restaurant.
Yeah, I know. I got a cheeseburger from them the other day.
Yes, they sell cheeseburgers and Mediterranean food and donuts.
Okay, what did you say, Austin?
Top Pot sucks. That's it.
Top Pot?
Top Pot Donuts. They're here in Top Pot. You guys?
What's the really nice bakery you go to with the bread I liked?
Ooh.
With the one in my little town?
Yeah, the Bavarian one. Slice?
It's called Slice. It doesn't look like that.
Oh.
How you pronounce it?
Well, it's delicious.
How do you spell Slice then?
Sluys.
Oh, okay. All right. That's not as bizarre as I was thinking it was going to be.
Sluys. Louise.
I was thinking it was going to have like an umlaut in there or something.
Yeah,
I mean, we did say Norwegian, right?
I don't know. I don't like donut holes, but the second part of it that I just scrolled up and remembered, everyone's about one type of donut. Everyone's always about this one type of donut. People buy 6 pieces of it. They're like, oh, I want 6 of those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The maple bar. I don't fuck with the maple bar either because I don't like maple. I don't like the caramel bars. I like a good chocolate Long John Lowell. But I don't fuck with maple bars. It's too much. I will eat the underside. If it's like, here's your donut, and I'm like, oh, they got maple bars. I'll fucking take off the top. I can't do it.
You can't even eat the maple top.
No, it's disgusting. I've gotten it.
That is incorrect.
I've gotten it too many places.
I'm here for you gotta get the maple bar with bacon bits.
That's different.
That's what I'm
because here's
about.
The thing: the maple bacon bar is a maple bacon bar. There's more aspects to it. A simple base maple bar, there doesn't have the savory sweet aspect of it. It just has the violently sweet nut shot on it.
The donut's supposed to be savory though.
Yeah, it is. You brought up Slice, Cal. They do make a chocolate Long John donut that has maple drizzles through it.
Yeah, I liked that one. That one was good. Really good. But that's the thing. Really base chocolate.
Yeah. I mean, a base chocolate Long John.
I'd say base maple, give me the chocolate drizzle. That's where I'm at.
I agree with you. That might be one of my favorite donuts. It is a child's donut.
So what's a man's donut?
Oh, you little baby boy.
Is that the dick and balls? Is that the dick and balls? Is that
they call it a bear claw for a reason?
Yeah, no, man's donut.
Your dad orders a bear claw. Everyone's dad orders a bear claw. Okay?
No, No, apple fritter. Thank you very much.
Bearclaw and apple fritter are the same thing.
They are not.
They're essentially the same thing.
No, they're not.
Large fried object. They're like the same thing. Yes. Because they're interchangeable.
Is literally made of donut, and apple fritter is more like monkey bread.
It's a fried object with apples burning out of it.
Corey, this is
you just described a donut with apple.
Yeah,
my man's looking at like a wet spaghetti, and he's like, "Well, this is basically a soup."
I mean, it is, but that's beside the point. Depending on where you get the spaghetti, also never order spaghetti at a fucking Italian restaurant. Never order something that you can make at home. And people always are like, well, it tastes better at the Herbinder. Never order something at a restaurant.
All Italian food at home really easy.
I'm saying you personally, not you as the entity. You personally. If you can make it at home in some way, shape, or form, you shouldn't order at a restaurant. And like even like I know that Katie was talking in the Discord.
Technically, wait.
I mean, I feel like
technically,
there it is.
You can make everything at home.
What?
All those ingredients you get it. You think you can't make a roller dog at home?
I want a hot dog roller.
I'm gonna get you a hot dog roller. That's
it. I'll go in on that with you, Austin. That's a wonderful Calvin gift right there.
You can keep it right next to his desk.
He just has the same pack of hot dogs on there for like 3 days.
This is a good purchase.
Oh my god. How much? That's cheap. That's
not
cheap,
that
man. Look at that. That one's $1,000, but that's different. Like
you can buy these on Amazon. Yeah, here we go. Fucking Oscar Mayer.
What I would really love to do though is find a gas station that's closing and then buy theirs.
Yes.
Oh, with all the grease stains on it.
7-Eleven
for you. Yeah. It's pre-greased.
Perfect.
You don't have to go get it seasoned or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Do you season your hot dog roller before you use it? That's the hard question right there.
It's got that big bite juice.
Ew.
You know who would probably make a hot dog roller is Nabisc-NO.
An excellent transition.
I'm killing it on the transitions today, or they're the worst ones I've ever done, and I cannot.
All right, so this qualm and quarrel is summed up as Goldfish and Oreo need to fucking chill. All right, I'm a big Oreo guy. If you sit me down with a family pack of double stuff, we eat in a sleeve. You know, maybe sneaking a sleeve and a half and then puking later when we wake up from acid reflux.
More of a goldfish guy.
Yeah. I'm not done with the goldfish. They'll have their moment in this conversation.
My mom knows how Corey feels about Oreos. She brings it up way too often.
Yeah, Corey ate like 5
sleeves
sleeves of fucking Oreos or something. He ate an entire Costco box.
It was the whole box. It was not 5 sleeves. It was like 20 sleeves of Oreos, Cal.
Yeah, because Corey's never had access to that.
This way now? But it used to be like the sleeves, and they would stuff them in. It was one of those.
It was a tall box of Oreos.
Still mad. She's still mad.
So Corey ate like an entire month's worth of Oreos.
I can't blame her for being mad about that. I did eat an entire month's worth of Oreos in like a single day. She should not have left the box with me and said, "Eat all you want." Okay, she shouldn't have done that. She really shouldn't have done that.
I don't even think we started smoking pie yet.
No, we didn't. That would have made sense. I had Oreos and I ate them, okay? They were delicious. They're fucking Oreos.
I underestimated my ability to eat Oreos.
Yeah,
I ate like 200,000 calories worth of Oreos that day. Yeah. I don't know how I'm not dead.
What? So I'm sorry, we cut you off with our.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So there's 12, 30, and 60 count sleeves.
It was definitely the 60 then.
It was the 30 count.
It was the 30 count.
You think so? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, 60 Oreos is like...
Oh, you're right.
Fucking... Why is this so
That's hard? The corporate size.
Anyways, so I was walking by a display. Here it is. I was walking by a display.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the Post Malone limited fucking Oreo or whatever the hell.
Oh, bro.
No, but the issue that I had with it is it was like a big display of like his face, but they put sepia over it. So his like grill and stuff looks like dirt is in his mouth. It's hilarious. And on top of that, he made a salted caramel and shortbread flavored cream. Now,
he sure did.
If it sounds good to you, dope. We're here disrespecting your opinion. But I just think we need to chill. I don't I can't even begin to start with examples of disgusting fucking Oreos that I've seen over the years that just keep happening. And there's tweets talking about we need to, see what psychopaths over at Oreo are getting up to. But I walk by that aisle and recover it and stock it often. So when you're looking, and then there's end caps of the Valentine's Day Oreos that have Pop Rocks in them. Why does Oreo have a Pop Rock in it? I didn't need Pop Rock Oreo, firework Oreos.
I swear I remember there being a fucking margarita and salt Oreo.
No, that was a really funny Lunchable thing. A really funny Lunchable Photoshop. But I'm really done with Oreo just bastardizing. Stick with what you're good at. You beat Numinos. You beat Hydrox.
Oh, God. There's Brennan from Dropout did one of his CEO videos on Oreo where he's just talking about like, okay, guys, we did it. We made the ultimate cookie. You can stop now. Why are you working? Go spend time with your family and just rake the money in. It's there. We never have to change it. What are you doing?
But this is one of the first collabs that Oreo has done.
So when you announced the collab to me just a moment ago, I felt my feelings about it. I was initially pretty upset. I don't like collaborations. Collaborations. It makes me dislike the product more. I also agree that Oreo, I think, has played its hand.
Lady Gaga.
They've kind of they've done the crazy thing, and you were going on and on about all the terrible signage with Post Malone and whatnot. And I'm here thinking, like, I don't know how I'm gonna disagree, but much like Oreo, when I'm in the aisle looking at the Oreos, you told me the flavor that it was, and I immediately was like, oh, this is gonna be amazing. Salted caramel and shortbread? Yeah, great. And then I've done this before in the Oreo aisle. I'm walking down the aisle looking, and I'm like, birthday cake? I love birthday.
Doesn't that sound awesome?
That sounds amazing. And then I buy them, and it's always I just wish I had a normal double stuffed Oreo. That's all I wish I had.
And you reach for the third and fourth one. You reach for that third and fourth one, pining, thinking maybe this one will be different.
Oreo 3 is the best Oreo.
Oreo what?
When you're eating Oreos, the third Oreo is the best Oreo.
Yeah, that's why you eat them in stacks of 3.
Everything after that is just never going to be as good. They always get either too creamy or too cookie, depending on your preference and I guess how Nabisco's feeling that fucking day. Because I swear to God, I buy double stuffs, and they always somehow get the cookie or the cream mixed wrong, or they're changing the size and they're trying to get away with it. Can't get away with it, Nabisco. I'm on to you, motherfucker.
Well, I'm always sitting here like, look,
consistency.
Y'all got the mega stuff and all of this, and I'm just sitting here like, man, all I want from Oreos is to have a satisfying 3 Oreo split where I managed to actually take one cookie off and actually take one cookie off, and then manage to somehow perfectly extricate just the cream from the middle.
That's
and
just
get
the
that
mega
triple.
stuff.
This is what Oreo needs to do. Oreo, if you're listening, don't free money here, okay? What they need to do is they need to sell it where it's a pack of unfrosted Oreo cookies and then a vat Oreo of dipping cream num num. That's what I want. I want the cream num num dip.
Like marshmallow fluff, but Oreo fluff, okay? Like, why? What is that picture down there at the bottom, Cal? I need to. Why is there an Erlenmeyer flask?
I want to just dip. Like,
oh, Soyleth said that. Okay, all right.
You remember when you were a kid and they had the frosted dip?
I swear I saw a picture
Oreo
of this.
did something like that. You are muted, Cal. Oreo did something like that where they had the Oreos. You remember those Oreo sticks?
Did they? Right? No, they had. I'm why I'm distracted is I'm looking for it. They literally, I swear to God, had, or somebody made this. I think somebody made this is why I saw it. It was 2 sides of Oreo cookies, and in the middle was a moat of cream.
Dipping,
But I think somebody just psychopathically scraped every single Oreo and made a pack like that. I'm not going to look for it anymore, but.
Well, look, all I'm saying is that this does exist, okay? I'm putting this out here if this could ever focus, which it might not.
Is this like a Dunkaroo but for Oreos?
Yeah, it's a Dunkaroo but for Oreos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same.
That's because Dunkaroos are, it's a completely different kind of profile.
Yeah.
Right, because what I want is the original Oreo cream texture.
Yes.
Because the cookie, the biscuit, like, sure, you got whatever. That's going to be the same. I trust that in a stick form, right? But not.
No, like, I think Oreo is trying to, like, break
God.
through the ceiling at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think what Oreo is trying to do is, like, just absolutely, like, push past their limit. They're going to go, like, Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
And, push past, like, they're going to make a cookie that's so disgusting. And everyone's going to be like, stop. And they're going to be like, no, we're going to make another one anyways. And that next one is going to be the next Oreo.
God cookie. Yeah, the God cookie.
Nobody's going to buy old Oreos because everyone's going to want the new Oreo.
Is this a new Coke situation?
For progress. See, this is what your capitalism is about, progress, Cal. And this
the Girl Scouts. It's all wrapping into one. It's all wrapping on.
So wait, where's the Oreo Girl Scout collab? Because we all agree Oreo fire, Girl Scout cookie is great. Where's the middle ground? What if we get like tag along Oreo?
I would love that. Or like, I don't like Thin Mints; they're overrated.
Well, I feel like Oreo already did a mint thing a while back.
Yeah, they still sell them.
It wasn't good.
They still sell them.
Yeah, but it wasn't good.
They have real estate on the shelf.
Yeah. They did. But like, I feel like Oreo Samoa. It's not
Girl
the
Scout
best
cookie
Girl
is
Scout
tag
cookie.
along.
It's the best. It's the best Girl Scout / Oreo. I feel like give me Oreo filling.
Girl Scout cookie. I feel like you're avoiding the subject here. Is it tag along?
No, it's Thin Mints. But I don't think that's Thin Mints.
The gross.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
Epic, are you a Girl Scout cookies household, or did none of your sisters partake?
Cal eats the shortbread ones.
No, my sisters can't involve that shit.
That's fair. So you don't eat Girl Scout cookies in your house?
Girl Scout cookies. She usually got the Thin Mints ones, and I don't really like those.
Fair. Yeah, they're the worst.
Right.
If I want...
Tag along as fuck, bro.
What's the quote from Scrubs? If I wanted to taste toothpaste, or no, if I wanted to taste mint, I would slap a toothpaste on a whatchamacallit and go to town on that motherfucker or whatever.
You probably ate 100 grand bars, unironically.
Oh, 100 gram bars are disgusting. Same thing with pot of gold, or like honey gold pot or whatever.
Bit of honey.
No, not bit of honey. The pot of gold.
Patties. Can we get on York patties for a second? York patties are tragic. Okay.
Yeah, they've done. I don't know. I like a York patty once a year.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's the thing: you buy an entire case, you get stoned, and then you vomit green for a week.
So my partner, my wife Danny, she loves old people candies. That's like her main.
Like Werther's?
She'll go. She loves Necco wafers. Really into the Necco wafers. No, literally, you name an old fashioned candy, she is on.
Those little strawberry ones.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, that's not necessarily what I don't think old. I think
old,
like properly old people candies. Yeah. What is the one that has the black and yellow wrapper? I'm trying to.
Oh, that's Bit of Honey.
No, it's not Bit of Honey.
No, Bit of Honey's blue, red, and yellow.
It's black and yellow checkers. I'm about to get a message.
Shit.
Abba-Zabba.
Abba-Zabbas.
Abba-Zabbas. Yep.
That's the one. God.
That's gross.
Is it an Abba-Zabba taffy?
Yeah, that's she likes.
It's peanut butter. It's a taffy with a peanut butter center.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. I can kind of get behind that.
She fucking goes in and buys an Abba-Zabba bar, and the person's like, "There's no barcode here. Just take it."
Yeah.
They try to scan the checkerboard.
No, when you'll see they feel bad for it.
Hey, can I get
this
you?
This has been on the shelf for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, this expired like 40 years ago. All right, like what year do you?
Real candy shop in town because we live in like a touristy type of town, and it's like heaven for her. She goes in, there's all these old people candies. We also got you something. It's cool.
Oh yeah, no, I'll get them right now.
So speaking of old person candy, I really want a bag of saltwater taffy right now. It's come up like 4 times in the last few days, and I really need some saltwater taffy.
All right, so, we know what one of my favorite things is, but they got me gummy hot dogs, gummy glizzies. We're going to, actually in a video I'm going to do with Brandon soon. We're going to heat these motherfuckers up, put a little bit of ketchup on them, throw them into a bun. Yeah.
That's like actually not a good idea, right?
Oh, that's how you get like horrific burns in your mouth.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Don't heat them up.
The other issue I have with nabisc-NO is they recover their shit weird. All right, so you've got a shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. This is the shelf.
Okay, I was gonna say, what is that on the shelf?
It's an object. So you got the shelf.
There you go.
Cool. And normally you stack things like this. They're flat, and then you stack them up 3, and then you stack them to the front of the shelf.
Yeah.
How they want their shit displayed, instead of just seeing 3 Oreo, things, they want you to flip this one up so that it's showing the entire Oreo label. Right. The issue with this is the moment that somebody pulls the first one, the integrity, the structural integrity of the entire thing,
it just fails. The house of cards fails.
And it's the most irritating thing in the world. But also, the goldfish vendor. The guy was fine.
He's also Nabisco.
Yeah. But it was a different vendor. But this guy,
is it?
He was just the Nabisco people. The Nabisco people and the Pepperidge Farm people are different people. But they're probably conglomerated. They're conglomerated. But the fucking goldfish guy, he was just a weird skeevy looking dude. He probably works really hard, probably loves his job or whatever. He had like $100,000 route, which meant like, he was amassing like that much money from all the shit, dropping off fucking, goldfish to all the little boys and girls, But goldfish has to fucking chill. I've kept my tongue, pizza goldfish, fucking baby goldfish that are more expensive even though they're smaller. But usually goldfish doesn't go buck wild. Like you said earlier, Brandon, you're a fan of goldfish. You fuck with the goldfish, right?
Yep.
Is there a flavor you get?
The rainbow goldfish, like the big bag?
Yeah, the rainbow goldfish. Awesome. You know what I mean? You poop the rainbow. We've talked about that 2 weeks in a row somehow.
We have, yeah.
But the issue I'm having is the butterbeer Harry Potter goldfish.
Butterbeer?
Yes.
I already have an issue with sweet goldfish. Like, I have not had a sweet goldfish that I enjoy. Why?
Yep.
Why is that a thing?
So it's a butterbeer. No. It's butterscotch flavored goldfish. Now that's not not cheddar goldfish and fucking butterscotch. They're not psychopaths.
I hope not that much.
It's graham cracker. It's butterscotch flavored graham cracker. So
okay.
Nobody needs this. Great for the collab. Apparently we're doing another Harry Potter thing.
Right.
Fantastical Beasts or whatever was too much. Nobody liked it, so they're gonna do who fucking knows. But I just think goldfish.
Hermione porn.
No, I've already watched it. It wasn't that good. But like goldfish just needs to fucking chill. I feel like like you said, we figured out the Oreo thing. We figured it out. We figured out the perfect thing.
Well, and I was like, kind of okay with pretzel goldfish.
No, I fucking hate pretzels. Don't do that.
It sort of fits the vibe, is all I'm saying. I'm not saying like the flavor's good. What I'm saying is like it's a savory, salty snack. Okay, and that's what goldfish does well. Is the savory, salty, sharp cheddar. I'm here for sharp cheddar goldfish. That's great.
I'm here for pizza goldfish.
Just regular goldfish, but red, white, and blue, and whatever. Like.
Have you tried these offending goldfish? Have we tried them?
I don't like butterscotch.
That does not answer the question.
You didn't answer my question.
That's my answer.
Are they more expensive?
Of course.
Yeah, 50 cents more promotionary. It's not even a buy one get one or a 2 for $5 situation.
But you haven't tried the offending goldfish?
No, because that sounds gross.
From someone whose motto when we were young was, "Hey, don't knock it till you try it."
Yeah, but
and you kind of live your life that way. Kind of feels weird that you won't try the goldfish.
The problem is that he's worried that when he opens the bag, he's going to hear.
No, it's like it opens and it's the fucking book from the first one that's trying to fucking eat me.
Oh, he's going to get sorted.
You're going to open the bag and it's going to say some anti-trans shit. Just like.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I mean, I feel like goldfish has an affinity for turf
open it up,
flavor.
you're like, hippity hoppity, women are property. Whoa, what the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Whoa. I don't like butterscotch.
This is my kind of goldfish now.
When did you discover you don't like butterscotch? I feel like I think my take on your palate is that you have a child's palate.
Well, I've tried
palate of like a fourth grader.
Yeah, but I've tried so many different foods and found the things I like. Alcohol. No, I don't do grain alcohol anymore. That was illegal. Diesel. It was a $19 fifth, and it was 160 proof or something insane. It was higher than 151.
I'm so glad that we never played with lighting it on fire because we died.
I took a shot.
We would have gotten third-degree burns.
When I was taking shots of it, it felt like somebody had shotgunned me in the throat.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Hurt.
It probably was actually hurting your throat. Like,
yeah, I was probably dying.
It dissolves your surface layer of skin. Yes, it does that. It's also skin transmissible.
Yeah, it tells
if you
not.
dip your finger in it, you get drunk.
Yeah, it tells you not to really get on your skin.
Because it can give you chemical burns. How cool is that?
That's pretty bad.
Dear God.
But
don't drink grain alcohol, kids.
Yep. But no, I don't defend that I have a refined taste. Or palate. I've just tried so many different things and found what I do and don't like. And like, yeah, there's way more foods, but as I go out into the world, here's the thing. If I'm in India and I see a man put together some like, street food or something, I'm not going to be like, whoa, man, what's in that? I don't do cabbage. It makes me gassy. No, I'm going to consume. I'm not big on like
the ones
what?
Where they're rolling out like some kind of dough. And there's like 18,000 bees.
Yeah.
And there's definitely bees in that dough.
I
don't want that. Anything else, though. I don't want to get stung while I eat your like fig wrap. Okay, like
that's hot oil.
I just want them to be dead. Okay, if they're dead, that's different. But these are definitely living bees
that have gotten through the oil process.
That takes the sting out of it. Why would you want that?
Hair on your chest.
But that's the thing. If I'm traveling around the world and they're making street food, or I'm in a restaurant and I'm like, what's cacio de pepe? And they're like, it's just pepper and salt. And you're like, okay, we'll take the lot. You know what I mean?
No.
But, yeah, all the salt and pepper. No, but like if I'm in another country or if I'm experiencing another culture, I'll work with it. But what I know is what I know, and I know what I'm about. I'm a simple man. And part of dinner at Mezrec's, always be plugging, is trying those different recipes. And like I've done like 4 different cultures of things that I would never have cooked or even wanted to have cooked. Mm-hmm. One of them was like a weird lamb recipe. The other one was like this weird like...
Oh, that lamb thing.
Oh, so fucking good. And I don't fuck with lamb, because lamb, like, even raw, smells weird. Like, fresh lamb. Every time I'm cooking with it, they're like, yeah, it's going to have a little bit of a weird smell. And I've had fresh lamb from, like, really expensive places, and it's still, oh, God, this smells
a little gamey, yeah.
That's the thing, but it has that aura around it, But when I cook it up, it's delicious, it's amazing. It doesn't keep as well as other meats in the fridge, of course.
You like a gyro? You'll fuck a gyro?
Yeah, I fuck with gyros because I feel like that's the correct way to eat food. You know what I mean? Falafel and gyros are the correct way to consume on that continent. You know what I mean? And then we brought it over here and made it a joke in Batman. Well, they don't like falafel.
I feel like you're just against the fine dining. Like you just want good street food. Is that
yeah, no, to sum it up, I just want to eat. I want to eat in the streets with the people.
He just wants to eat. He just wants to eat. That's
like
sum it up.
Like a 10-course meal kind of thing?
Yeah, no, I did a bunch of them in San Francisco when I was a trust fund kid. I would just get really stoned and, throw on a blazer on top of like my shirt that was like Fooly Cooly with a bunch of fucking holes in it and stuff, and be sitting next to like really important people that were not happy that I was really stoned sitting there. Like Olivia, I took Olivia on a friend date a long time ago. I made her do a scavenger hunt. Turns out she's garbage at scavenger hunts. Absolutely abysmal at scavenger hunts. Because I left her really fun clues of like, hey, you'll find the next clue here. And she read the first one. She goes, Calvin, we're not doing this 5 times, right? And I went, okay, I'll just take you to all the locations. And she read the thing. She's like, I might have gotten that, but we ended up at this restaurant called like Fido's or Finos or Fido's, whatever it was. It was in a hotel lobby, like it was the hotel bar restaurant kind of thing, connected to a nice hotel in San Francisco. And Olivia and I got super stoned before we went in. We dressed very nice. She was in a nice dress. I was in a nice shirt. And we were sitting next to what I believe was some sort of senator and his wife who have never talked to each other in their entire life. They didn't say a fucking word while Olivia and I are banging on the table, laughing, shooting the shit. That's why I don't belong in these nice places, Austin, because I'm going to get stoned and talk about like fornication next to you while
Did they kick you out? No. So then you do.
I paid. No, I paid.
You paid money.
I paid. I paid the money to the man, and I even tipped the waiter. Even though he was muttering about how he did not expect a tip, which I didn't think you could do as you walked away from a table. But
yeah, that sounds like
he was expecting us to be he was expecting us to be a problem, and turned out we were the solution. because
okay,
the
you're
nice
always a problem.
Yeah, I know. But the nice man next to us who was ignoring his wife, they weren't even on their phones. They just weren't talking. It was just silent. It was really weird.
They were listening to you.
Yeah.
That's
and
weird.
You,
well,
you
I mean,
were their
yeah.
conversation for the rest of the night.
But that guy didn't tip, and we did tip. So take that, Mr. Senator.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, I don't have good taste buds. My mom raised me pretty well. I wasn't allowed to be picky, and then I moved out and was like, I'm allowed to be picky.
Be picky. Yeah, you're gonna be so picky.
Well, especially like when we were like, our groceries were, Corey and I would each throw a crisp $5 and a crisp $10 bill together. So we'd have about $30. And every week we would go to the Dollar Tree and we would spend the $30 of the Dollar Tree for the groceries we needed to consume that week.
And I would get the tiny, I don't even remember what kind of energy drink it was, but it wasn't any brand that.
Oh yeah, it was like Speed or something. It was like Lightning
it might have
Bolt.
been called Speed.
It was like Lightning Bolt Speed or something, and it was
horrible.
Also, I would get the little Donald Duck orange juice, Donald Duck brand orange juice, and then
he did love that Donald Duck orange juice.
They have these fuck burgers that are like, you know, the little cheeseburgers that you get in like the box, and they're
the knockoff White Castles.
No, they're bigger than a White Castle, but yeah, like, you know, like it's, you know, like normal box, and you throw it in the microwave. The bun on the bottom is too hard, and the bun on top is too soft.
Oh, you get the month-old frozen miniature Red Barons.
Yeah,
and they just you put it in the microwave for the amount of time that it tells, and then it is both too chewy and wet.
Also, and then it's hard when you go to bite into the chewy part.
Yeah, and then you hurt your tooth. And it's like, I don't even know. It's the combination of textures is not something I don't think I'd ever be able to achieve trying to achieve it. Okay, there's something different about that, man.
Brandon, you've got $5. What do you buy at the Dollar Tree?
At the Dollar Tree, man, honestly, just a bag of chips and an Arizona.
All right, fair. What Arizona?
You got $3 left over.
So you have $3. Right. You've won so far. You just doing it the next day? Is that
perfect?
Yeah, just day to day with the $5.
What's the Arizona though? Are you a green tea bitch?
No, it was either mango or watermelon.
Yeah, he's Mexican. That tracks. Why'd you get some Tampico in that too? Anyways,
I will.
Cal, you remember when we found that box of Tecate and tried it and it was terrible and we decided never to drink it again?
Yeah, my first crossfade was with Jesse Dance in an apartment in Vista. It was a terrible apartment in Vista, and we got the cops called on us twice because we were having like 15 people in like a 1-bedroom apartment that somebody had kindly offered to let us party in. I drank Tecate and played beer pong and smoked weed. God, I was so cool. I was really into the girl that was birthday too, but everyone else there was into her also, so it was a really weird kind of vibe.
That's why they were at the birthday party.
Yeah, no, it was a really weird one. And then I smoked spice out of a hookah at like 4:30 in the morning until about 8 in the morning. That was fun. You remember like the white powder spice? The like fucking like, do you remember that, Austin?
No.
Okay, it was like, it looked like cocaine, but was like a really pure version of spice that people were getting. It was a research chemical that people were getting imported, and it didn't show up on drug tests.
Wait, that wasn't spice though. Wasn't that a hallucinogen?
No, that was 2CB, 2CI, and all that. No, this was spice, similar thing that was like super pure that looked like cocaine. It was a research chemical powder that my buddy Ben was selling. Shout out, Ben. Hope you're not dead.
I mean, he was selling whatever that was, so toss up in that one.
Yeah, that's my experience with Tecate. Also, when I come into Discord for the raid every night, there's like 25 people talking, and I pop in and it's, no Tecate, no trabajo, motherfucker. And I love it. It's my favorite thing. Shout out, Zach. He did a good thing.
He did.
Oh, also, this is my unobligatory moment. Everyone clap for Zach. Yeah. Homie got a house.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Got that roof and 4 walls.
GG.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. And we don't have to help him move. Big claps, everyone. Big claps, everyone. My back couldn't handle it. I'm busy that day. Wouldn't have done it. Sorry, I shit myself. I can't call. I would call out sick to Zach.
If he got me a whole Costco pizza, I probably would have moved. I'm not gonna lie.
He literally. I was like, Zach, you can't pay. Not anymore, Corey. I've been eating so much, and the diarrhea that I have for days afterwards. Because I'm lactose intolerant and
Look
worse.
at Costco pizza and then just like crumble lactase on top of it. Like,
yeah, but like I'm lactose intolerant. It's just like getting worse as I get older. But like if you eat the entire Costco pizza, you just kind of like like declutter everything. It's like taking laxatives. It's like Drano. It is Drano. Yeah, Costco pizza. Eating an entire Costco pizza, especially before it gets cold.
It's
the time limit to eat the pizza that's really causing the issue there.
Well, no, it's a speed run.
No, it's the cheese for him. He is very lactose intolerant.
It's an any % kind of run.
Any percent of solid coming out of you?
Like, what the fuck?
It's a juice cleanse, but the juice is only on the other end.
This is usually the part of the show where you like plug your socials and stuff, but are you sure you want to do that?
You can find me on youtube.com/Mezrec. They call me Mez on Instagram. This podcast, if you're listening to it, is on like 4 different places. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcast. We are on Amazon. And we will be the 4th one, YouTube. YouTube, the one we are always on. And
we're on Tubi.
We're on Bufu.
TV.
We're on Bufu and Mabufu Dean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to all my DDS people. If you are a fan of the series, put it in the comments. Mabufadine is a ice spell.
Sorry, I thought we were riffing.
Yeah, it's the area of effect ice spell.
It's the Shutter thing, and I thought we were just still riffing.
No, Bufu and Mabufu are 2 spells, and then Mabufadine is the
those
AoE.
Are the individual spells, and then the Dean is the there's a whole.
There's nothing useful up here, system. Austin. There's nothing useful.
.ca, right? .ca.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm streaming more on Twitch, twitch.tv/Mezrec. Like I said, if you're listening to this, all of the shit should be on a bunch of different platforms. Whatever platform you use, you can hear my fucking voice. Patreon.com/dinner@Mezrec. All one word, using the AT, not at like Google, but AT like dinner@Mezrec. There's nothing on there. It's $1 a month. There will be more things on there. I will be doing some things I cannot post on YouTube with Brandon. So that sounds fun. And if it's very scary, don't worry. It's fine. It's fine. He doesn't know. Shh. It's okay, baby.
He's 18, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Be 19 in like 2 months.
My eyes on you.
You know what I like?
That transition earlier.
You know what I like about young Mexicans?
All right.
That's nope.
All right. We'll plug it.
I keep getting older and they stay the same age. All right.
No.
All right. Bye.
It was weird when he said it.